Broadcasting to the universe.
From the top of Mount Wack.
Live with no pants.
Here's Zack to Wack.
Greetings, red-blooded, verified Earth people, and those with no check mark. It's me, the always dapper podcast rapper, the joy boy with the joy toy, the daddy on the radio. It's me, Zachary Ernesto Wackalina III. It is a most magnificent Monday. Good morning, fellow wackadoodles, and welcome to the one and only no baloney, extra large, and turbocharged The Wack in the Morning Show, live from the Nut Hut studio at an undisclosed location here in Studio X today.
Get your feet on the floor, get your ass out the door. Zack to Wack in the morning. Zack to Wack's podcast.
Good morning again. Today is Monday, August the 12th, 2024. Zack to Wack here. Just back from vacation. I gotta get back into the swing of things here. I spent the last few days down in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood area, Boynton Beach, visiting friends. A bunch of us went to see Def Leppard. All right, let's get back into the swing of things here. Taking a look at the birthday list. Iman Vellani, Ms. Marvel, she's 22.
Happy birthday!
Television actress who is widely recognized for her portrayal of Gemma St. John on the Showtime series The Chi. Judea Brown is 23. Social media celeb Dixie D'Amelio is 23. Nickelodeon television personality who was cast as Buttercup in the series Night Squad Savannah Lee May is 24. Rapper Nassim Young, who goes by Too Rare, is 24. Rudy Pankow from Outer Banks is 26. Model Cara Delevingne from Suicide Squad and Paper Towns turns 32. Singer and music arranger and leader of the pop group Cimarelli, Christina Cimarelli, the oldest member of the sister-formed group, turns 34. Boxer Tyson Fury is 36. Maggie Lawson from Psych is 44. Casey Affleck from Manchester by the Sea and some Ocean 11 movies is 49. And turning 53, Rebecca Gayheart from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and TV's Vanished. Michael Ian Black from Ed and Yvette Nicole Brown from Community are all turning 53. Brent Sexton from The Killing in Deadwood is 57. Peter Krause played the role of Adam Braverman in the television series Parenthood and played the role of Nate Fisher in HBO's 6 Feet Under. He's 59. Rapper Sir Mix-a-Lot turns 61. Bruce Greenwood, you might know him from 2009 Star Trek as Captain Christopher Pike, and he's also the Resident's Randolph Bell. He's 68 today. Jazz guitarist Pat Metheny is 70. Sam J. Jones, he's the 1980 Flash Gordon. He turns 70. And George Hamilton is 85 years young today. And taking a look at some people that passed away on this day, U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt passed away in 1945. Comedian Charlie Murphy passed away in 2017. Comedian Gilbert Gottfried passed away in 2022.
These people are nuts!
Boxer Sugar Ray Robinson passed in 1989. Wrestler Balls Mahoney passed in 2016. Boxer Joe Louis passed in 1981. And comedian Jonathan Winters passed in 2013. Taking a look at some music history on this day. In 2023, at Yankee Stadium, the Jonas Brothers kick off their 5 albums, one night tour with a 66-song set list. Wow. In 2015, 66-year-old Billy Joel becomes a father for the second time with his 4th wife, Alexis. She gives birth to a baby girl, Della Rose. In 2014, Lauren Bacall, the last film star mentioned in Madonna's song Vogue, dies at age 89. In 2009, Les Paul, a popular electric guitarist whose inventions and techniques were key to the development of the instrument, dies of complications from pneumonia at age 94. In 2008, on this day, Metallica released The Day That Never Comes, the lead singer from their 9th studio album, Death Magnetic. Also in 2008, the man who shot and killed John Lennon, Mark David Chapman, is denied parole for the 5th time. In 2001, Shania Twain and her husband, producer Mutt Lange, welcome a baby boy, Asia. In 1997, MTV debuts the Fleetwood Mac reunion concert, The Dance, marking the first time the five had been on stage together since 1982. Also in 1997, the Backstreet Boys issued their self-titled debut album in America, where it goes on to sell over 14 million copies. In 1996, in Buffalo, New York, Radiohead started up a run of 13 shows opening for Alanis Morissette. They used their time to road test songs like No Surprises and Paranoid Android, which appear on their next album, OK Computer. In 1996, with ska booming in America, Time magazine runs an article titled It's a Ska World After All. Sublime, No Doubt, and 311 all have albums on the charts. And in 1989, Richard Marx lands his third consecutive U.S. #1 as Right Here Waiting hits the top spot. The song is a love letter to his wife, the actress Cynthia Rhodes, who was away shooting a movie when he wrote it. Young Guns premiered on this day in 1988. The Aristocrats and Deuce Bigalow, European Gigolo, released in 2005. Paw Patrol premiered in 2013. Sausage Party released in 2016. The rebooted DuckTales premiered in 2017. And A League of Their Own, the comedy series, premiered in 2022.
It happened on this day as if you cared.
And here's more. This day in history, in 1851, Isaac Singer was granted a patent on the sewing machine. In 1898, Hawaii was formally annexed to the United States. In 1966, John Lennon apologized at a news conference in Chicago for making the claim that the Beatles are more popular than Jesus. In 1998, Swiss banks agreed to pay $1.25 billion as restitution to Holocaust survivors to settle claims for their assets. In 2004, Russian scientists claim they've discovered the wreck of an alien spacecraft at the site of an unexplained explosion that occurred in Siberia in 1908. Most scientists believe a meteorite was the cause. Sure. In 2006, in Langhorne, Pennsylvania, when a guy dropped off his car at an Enterprise rental place, an employee found 88 bags of heroin under a napkin in the car's console. Cops checked and found the guy had just released from prison on drug distribution charges. In 2013, Whitey Bulger was found guilty on 31 of 32 counts and was found to have been involved in 11 murders. Black Mass, a movie about Bulger, came out in 2015 and starred Johnny Depp. And in 2017, Donald Trump at a press conference said there is blame on both sides in reference to the violence in Charlottesville, provoking widespread condemnation. In 2021, Britney Spears' father said he would step down as her conservator after the singer called his conservatorship abusive. Special events for today. It is Baseball Fans Day. It's Celebrate Your Lakes Day. It's Garage Sale Day. It's IBM PC Day. It's Julianne Fry's Day. Middle Child Day. Sewing Machine Day. Truck Driver Day. Vinyl Records Day. And World Elephant Day. Taking a look at some news, actor Wesley Snipes has claimed a Guinness World Record after his part in Deadpool and Wolverine. Snipes has the longest career as a Marvel character, having first played the character in 1998. It was a dramatic performance taken down by a powerful arch-nemesis, the IRS agent. And last week, in 1978, the famous Hollywood sign was taken down and replaced by a new one. At the time, it was the biggest facelift that Hollywood had ever seen that didn't involve Cher. Also, last week, in 2018, the Academy of Motion Pictures introduces a new Oscar category called the Popular Film. Is that like an admission that all other nominated movies are usually unpopular films? Right? Did I miss something? Kylie Jenner is 1 year older. She just turned 27. We had to tell you because Kylie and her family won't mention anything about it on social media. Barack Obama is now 63. You can tell he's getting older too. Yeah, he's getting so old that he's even a bit fuzzy on where he was born. Maureen McCormick, who played Marcia on The Brady Bunch, is now 68. About 15 years ago, she claimed that she once dated Michael Jackson. She broke it off when she realized he was just using her to get to Bobby. It now costs an extra $8,000 to raise a child, says a report. The increase comes mainly from the cost of birth control, drug rehab, and bail money. Hurricane Debbie blew bales of cocaine worth over $1 million onto Florida beaches. Yeah, the National Weather Service just changed the official name to Hurricane Hunter. Yeah, you know, the economy is so bad right now, even Joe Biden's job has been outsourced to an Indian. The statue of Marilyn Monroe in Palm Springs is moving after public outcry. The Forever Marilyn statue depicting Monroe's famous skirt picture has been criticized by locals. They say it's inappropriate because her underwear is in plain view. The church lady could not be reached for comment. The astronauts who traveled to the International Space Station on Boeing's Starliner spacecraft could be stuck in space until 2025. Somehow I hear the theme from Gilligan's Island playing in my head. MTV just celebrated its 43rd birthday. You know, they're getting so old they now only watch VH1. 49 years ago this month, Jimmy Hoffa went missing, and if he's ever discovered, it will be someone playing Pokemon Go. Author J.K. Rowling is now 59. You can tell she's getting older, too. Her new book is called Harry Potter and the Goblet of Geritol. Deadpool and Wolverine has now topped $500 million at the box office. It was expected to be a huge hit all along because Johnny Depp wasn't starring in it. People who spend too much time online can develop severe mental problems, including stress, sleeping disorders, and depression, says a report. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got almost 5,000 Facebook friends I need to share this with. A report says that school students wanting to study late and stay focused during exams are abusing ADHD prescription drugs. So parents, if your kid is suddenly taking an interest in school and getting good grades, they are probably on drugs. Facebook is under a probe over ads for sites that sell cocaine online. First, it was retail stores, and it was shopping centers, and now even street dealers are being put out of business by the internet. International Youth Day is celebrated worldwide today, August 12th. This day is observed to raise awareness about issues faced by young people and to celebrate the potential and power of youth in social change, and to make fun of their avocado toast. On this date, in 1977, NASA's Voyager 2 spacecraft was launched. Its primary mission was to explore the planets, and it went on to become the first human-made object to wander outside the solar system. Well, other than Michael Jackson when he was alive. And also on this date, in 1877, inventor Thomas Edison completed the first model for the phonograph. Also, immediately his mom told him to turn the volume down. And then on this date, in 1981, IBM introduced the PC personal computer and Bill Gates operating system, MS-DOS version 1.0. It also introduced computer users to the wonderful world of the blue screen of death. Scientists are now saying that inactivity like sitting for long periods of time can be just as dangerous as smoking. Of course, both of those placed just behind the world's #1 risk security detail for Donald Trump. Fact of the day, when a male honeybee climaxes during sex, his testicles explode and he dies. Can this happen to Alec Baldwin, please? Melanie Griffith is now 67. Although her nose is 20, her cheeks are 17, and parts of her forehead are 9. It's gone too far, you know. Taylor Swift is pictured on the box of Madden 2025. And Kamala agreed to one debate with Trump on September 10th. What a showdown. They can bill it as orange is the new black. Yeah, let's take a look at the horrible scopes. If today is your birthday, you are a Leo. Today is not your lucky day. It's tomorrow instead. So that's something to look forward to whilst you're picking your teeth up with your broken arm. Be wary of emails claiming to be from PayPal or eBay. They are almost certainly your most like a junkie friends trying to get a rise out of you. In fact, they're probably watching you from a webcam placed somewhere around the room you're currently in. We're 99% sure that's where these scam emails come from. People you know. Skeletons in your closet are a sign you have an eventful life and have nothing to be embarrassed about. Virgo, today may seem like an extraordinary opportunity to get even with the world, but the world may have different ideas. Don't believe anything you read today. Shout, shout, let it all out. A rhyming message which can really help you out today. You're single, so what are you doing reading this when you could be out there having fun? Go let your hair down. Libra, today may surprise you by quickly changing the color of the clouds, perhaps for up to 10 seconds. A film will set you straight about a number of things today and will also serve to kill between 1.5 and 2.5 hours of the day, probably. Sorry, it's a slow day for you. There's nothing much I can say that will make it any more interesting. Try not to get the wrong end of the stick today, especially the pointy end. Your lack of modesty will cause you problems today. Scorpio, what happened yesterday was beyond your control. Gambling is something that may get the better of you shortly. Remember, gambling doesn't always mean forfeiting money, but can also take the form of running an amber light, crossing the road when it appears to be safe, and not having medical insurance. These 3 gambles may occur to you and others around you simultaneously. This week is going to be a series of ups and downs, mostly downs, but also mostly ups. There may be trouble ahead, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, the blow caused by venereal disease you are about to become infected with will be somewhat softened. Sagittarius, you do a lot of good work. Make people pay for it. A master plan is forming inside your head, and you'll be ready to put it into action any day now. The best way to undo your mistakes is to stand up, take a good look around, and then shout, "Sorry, chaps." Today has been one almighty cock-up, and I'm very much to blame. If you need to give anyone a good kicking, I'm your person. Please form a queue. There will be no velvet rope, so no pushing. Thank you. We here at Wack in the Morning believe in honesty and integrity. I'm always pretending to be a cat. Make sure you have a special getaway persona that you can adopt at any given moment. Capricorn, the smoothness of your arms are a testament to all your work in that area. Danger, excitement, love, hate. These are words which are often used in movie advertisements, but very rarely happen in your life. This week may be the beginning of a startling change for you. Boxes that you have lying around may become useful for any storage. Aquarius, any spikes that you see in your power usage may be due to unforeseen and deadly circumstances. If you're missing an element to your life, why not choose tin? Most of this sentence comes direct from the spirits that guide me through your horrible scope, although I've added tenses to all the verbs because they don't seem to understand time. Pisces, any irritation you feel this week may be due to an oncoming illness or possibly disease. When ending a letter today, remember to append XXX to the end, especially if your letter is formal. Knowing your handspan may become useful over the coming days, although the mystics will not give me any information as to how or why. Aries, the future is what you make of it, and if it's anything like what you made the rest of your life, I'd consider buying in materials for the nuclear winter. The pain in your foot will lessen today as the pain in your hand grows. You will start to feel animosity toward forms of public transport and its workers, simultaneously regretting having your foot injured in a closing door and punching the driver. Taurus, a picture frame will feature highly in your day today. Indeed, you'll probably end up going back to bed as soon as today's mishaps have had done with you. Everything you do today will be a lousy job, and the effort would be best spent surfing websites about mucky buttons. Gemini, you may never find what you're looking for, but at least you managed to find that picture of the chimp sitting on a toilet reading a newspaper. Today's mishaps will come in the shape of a toad, while salvation will come in the shape of a large truck. There's a future in toad jam, by the way, if you're at all interested. It tastes lousy, but makes really good insect repellent. And finally, Cancer Moonchild, destiny is more like a buzzword than something you'll ever have to think about. Don't let others stifle your creativity. It's all right to make paintings out of their droppings. Watch out for overweight dogs when it's raining. Many of the truths you desperately cling to are beset by the fact that you read only comic books and talk to children. And those are your official Wack in the Morning horoscopes. And remember,
Don't leave home without 'em.
Reader's Digest is taking suggestions for its annual list of the nicest places in America. Buffalo won in 2023. It's a big city, the residents are friendly, and most residents have enough common sense not to buy a Cybertruck. Scientists devised a formula that can accurately predict your levels of happiness. It has something to do with your proximity to both the weekend and beer. A study found that smiling when you don't mean it only makes you feel worse. Researchers found that the only thing that makes you feel better is slugging the person who keeps telling you to put on a happy face. During a press conference, Donald Trump became confused and said 3 debates have been scheduled. He also said he was looking forward to next week's Winter Olympics in Albuquerque. A study found that physically active men produce more sperm. Well, that's good news. Do you really want a guy who spends all day watching cat videos to reproduce? A study found that women with severe low back pain during pregnancy are at high risk for back pain for more than 10 years after pregnancy. And in a related study found that after a woman gives birth, she has more pain in the neck than she ever did before. Not one bit of controversy at the Paris Olympics compares to the news from the chess world. A crazy incident unfolded at Russia's Dagestan Chess Championship when professional player Amina Abakurova was caught on video allegedly attempting to poison her rival, Umaganat Asamanova, by smearing mercury on a chessboard. Apparently, there's a video that shows Abakurova discreetly tampering with the board before Asamanova's match. Asamanova, who fell ill shortly after touching the board, described a harrowing experience of feeling a lack of air and iron taste in her mouth. Despite the poisoning attempt, Asamanova bravely continued the tournament, ultimately securing the second-place position. Abakurova confessed her actions, attributing them to personal animosity towards Asamanova, who had recently bested her in a previous championship. The Chess Federation of Russia has suspended Abakurova, and she is facing 3 years in prison for her dangerous stunt. While on social media, someone who promotes a particular lifestyle, interest, or hobby is called an influencer. This includes people who post videos of themselves cleaning and talking about their cleaning products. They're called cleanfluencers. Seriously. One of them is Micah Enriquez, who gained popularity on Instagram and TikTok under the handle @MakeItWithMicah. She shares content relating to cleaning, organizing, and restocking, often featuring aesthetically pleasing setups like her viral salad bar or drawer. Well, do you hate doing some chores so much that you'd fake an illness? Or worse, screw up so badly that your significant other wouldn't ask you to do them again? It sounds lazy and selfish, but 28% of men and about 21% of women said they've put effort into getting out of doing chores. The most hated chores in order are washing dishes and cleaning the kitchen, doing laundry, cleaning the bathroom, vacuuming, cooking meals, and shopping for groceries. I actually like cooking meals, shopping for groceries, and as weird as it is, vacuuming. Well, basketball and cycling continue to be the most injury-prone sports, according to recent data. Football and soccer also remain high on the list for sports injuries. The Consumer Product Safety Commission reports that 1.8 million basketball-related injuries are treated annually in hospitals, doctors' offices, clinics, and emergency rooms. Bicyclists account for about 1.5 million injuries, while football sees 1.2 million, and soccer has approximately 600,000 injuries each year. Pickleball, a rapidly growing sport, has also seen a rise in injuries, with around 400 injuries reported annually. A devastating incident unfolded at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport last week, leading to the tragic death of a woman in her 40s. Reports indicate that the woman became trapped in the baggage claim area's conveyor belt, resulting in a fatal outcome. Emergency responders rushed to the scene, but the woman was pronounced dead on site. Details surrounding the cause of the accident remain under investigation, with authorities working to uncover the circumstances that led to the event. I don't even know how that's possible. I can't even. There's no way. I don't get it. Well, a drunk driving simulation conducted by the Wildwood, New Jersey police as part of the National Night Out event took a disastrous turn. The simulation involved a golf cart programmed to mimic the behavior of an intoxicated driver, with a juvenile operating the vehicle and an officer as a passenger. Unfortunately, the golf cart veered off the designated area and collided with several individuals. 5 people, including 2 adults and 1 child, were hospitalized as a result of the crash, with 2 individuals requiring overnight stays. Well, a 31-year-old Brazilian model and influencer is causing a stir in the skincare world with her unconventional beauty routine. Deborah Paisado recently shared on Instagram her practice of applying her own feces to her face in the name of anti-aging benefits. In a video, Paisado is seen smearing feces on her face, claiming that it has helped her skin condition. Despite her glowing review, medical experts have denounced this particular skincare method. Now let's check out the wacky side of news. Police say a man donned a range of wacky headpieces as he committed 8 bank robberies over the course of 2.5 months. Surveillance photos showed the robber wearing a floppy hat at one bank At another, he accessorized with a baseball hat, and at a third, he decided on a hat with a long wig attached. And a woman unhappy with service at banks in China got even by pouring bottles of her urine on ATM machines. Gross. And a bride in Germany spent her wedding night passed out next to a crate of vodka in the back seat of a car and had to be rescued in the morning by police when the vehicle began to overheat in the sun. The inebriated 30-year-old remained unconscious even after police smashed the car window to get her out. And a man in Spain was found sleeping in a stolen church van after apparently burglarizing the church. He was found in a shading parking lot a few hours after the burglary, snoozing away the afternoon. And that just about does it for the Monday show. You've been listening to the Always First, Never Last podcast with me, your host, Mr. Zachary Ernesto Wackalina. Be sure to connect with me at ZackTheWack.com. That's ZackDawack.com. Or call 984-DeWack1. That's 984-329-2251. Like, subscribe, and please share this show with someone you love. Thank you for listening. I'm out of here like Vladimir. Until next time, and there will be a next time. Don't forget us, and we won't forget you. I'm Zack the Wack, saying if I'm lying, I'm dying. Grits ain't groceries, eggs ain't poultry, and Mona Lisa was a man. I'll be back Friday. Same whack time, same whack channel. Wack out.
Bye, buckaroos! This right here is my favorite thing ever. In the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
Monday sucks. Monday sucks. It's Monday. It's Monday. ZackTheWack.com.
World, global, universal, and cosmological rights reserved.